Hey there, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our seasonal rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. So, you remember the comment that I made in the previous video where future me would have to deal with Regieleki? Yeah, that happened. So, I've been doing a lot of damage calcs for Regieleki and being like 152 or something like that. The dude is incredibly weak. I'm not 100% sure why I thought that he was really good. Against Lunala and other different types of different Pokemon, he wasn't able to do a whole lot. The one thing that I did not take in consideration is obviously we're not in Regulation F, and we're also forgetting the fact that Ursaluna is all over the place, Rhydon is all over the place, and other Pokemon that just seemingly take less effective damage from electric types are also all over the place. So what we're gonna do is kind of use him today, and we're gonna see what the complications are, because obviously I can change his nature. He is gonna be able to outspeed a lot of Pokemon in general, since his base speed stat is 220. We can make him as high as 167 in special attack, which then caps at 329, I think, with the ability and being spec'd, right? And if that doesn't seem to work, we can obviously switch over to a different Pokemon that would obviously help us a little bit more better, because he only knows electric type moves and he only has one move that's not Protect. Protect is actually a really good select for him, not because of the fact of, you know, we do have Pokemon that are spec'd and like can only attack once, but in the event that he gets knocked off, which is a common move right now, if he gets knocked off or at least swapped in to be knocked off, that spec is gone, which means I have access to Protect and I can go in and out and use them as I need after that. But that doesn't really change a whole lot, to be honest. It actually hurts us quite a bit, because even though like knockoff is common, Regieleki is really fast. If Specs goes off, he hits as hard as maybe Terapagos before the Terra, which isn't great, and he's incredibly frail. He's not gonna be able to survive a whole lot. So we're gonna give this video one more chance for Regieleki. Obviously use him whenever we can, that's apparent. Otherwise we'll swap him out for something completely different. Now I have two different targets. One is Fluttermane, being incredibly fast, or Sylveon. Sylveon is actually a Pokemon that I overlooked, because Sylveon is a special attacker, has Pixelate, and has the Throat Spray, and we can give it some other move besides Light Screen to make it a little bit more worth our while. We can also give it a different type of move as well, because we can give it Terra Blast, and it's actually going to turn in from a normal type move to a fairy type move, and that's a single target move. It's better than Shadow Ball, it hits harder. So actually we're going to make that change now. Terra Blast is way down here. Here we go. If this, because that's 80, and this is, oh, it's also 80. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking, I think we'll just stick with it right now. I mean, it's still useful, right? We can still use the Terra on it. It does become a Terra Fairy move, but Pixelate is just as good. We can also maybe change it to Terra Normal, just so that we get a boost in Hyper Voice. At least I think that's how it works. It should get a boost because Pixelate changes it into a Fairy type move afterwards, but it still gets the 2-time boost from the stab bonus. I'm assuming, unless it works like Arceus, in which then it's not going to work at all. That's just the option there. But Sylveon and Fluttermane are one good option that I could put into that slot and hope for the best after that. I still need to have a Pokemon that could possibly stop Trick Room, but I don't think I need to use Imprison right now. I can actually just plan around it quite easily. I also forgot to change Tornadoes. We're not using Rain Dance. I'm kind of thinking Taunt. Yeah, we'll go back to Taunt. The reason why we're going back to Taunt is we didn't really click Rain Dance at all the last video, and I know I should really keep it just to see what would happen for this particular video, but you know what? We're gonna go back over the Taunt. It's gonna be really useful for us. If there's a Prankster Pokemon or Terra Dark or other stuff like that, or even Farigiraf, we'll be less likely to click that button, but everything else we should be fine. So we're gonna get to our 6 matches, and hopefully we'll be in Ultra Ball. That way we can get out of Great Ball and have a little bit more fun, shall we? Okay, we have Arceus, Zamazenta, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Raging Bolt, and Amoonguss. Wow, I don't know what's going on. I just drew a blank. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Anyway, so kind of a lot of Pokemon that are faster, but I'm not either. So actually, we should be fine with Tornadus and Calyrex. That way we can kind of outspeed people right off the bat. And I did say that we're going to use Regieleki, but against this team, it's not going to be very effective like at all. So we'll bring in Ogerpon and Zam after that. We'll leave Urshifu and Raging Bolt, Regieleki in the back. I keep saying Raging Bolt. Honestly, he should just come back. Dragon type, like, yeah, it wasn't a Pokemon I used quite often, but he did do well in anti-Trick Room teams. So maybe I just need to switch it from Modest to Brave. That way he's just slower. Okay, Amoonguss and Arceus, which I believe that's the Dark type. Looks like the Ghost type. I'll have to check. And then it's the Ghost type. Okay. So let's taunt you. And I'll go and just... I want a Terra. No, it's not. It's just Astral Barrage, because this is going to be super effective against... Okay. I was like, this is going to be super effective against Arceus, 100%. But I'm going to taunt the Amoonguss. Hopefully it doesn't have Mental Herb. It does! Okay, so this Spore is going to go right into Calyrex. I could have also KO'd it. Okay, yep, Spore goes into that slot. So what is Arceus going to do against me now? I'm going to Bleak Wind Storm. I'm going to Terra. That way I'm not super effective against anything. Actually, I'm going to swap instead. And I'm going to bring out Ogerpon. Since Calyrex is asleep, I could probably wait out a couple of turns, but I don't know what the moveset that Arceus has set up with, so I'd rather not risk it right now. But Mental Herb on the Amoonguss did catch me off guard. It was a good play for them to just like, yeah, like you can do this and do that, and just like Spore the faster Pokemon for sure. The Storm hits both, takes down the Amoonguss, no more Spore for you, and what's Arceus do? All mine. Okay. Special attack rows, special defense rows, one stage each. Out comes Raging Bolt. Let's go ahead and do Tailwind so I outspeed. Terastallize and hit Raging Bolt with Stomping Tantrum. Now, Raging Bolt has more physical bulk than anything else, so I don't think this is going to do a tremendous amount of damage, but I don't think I have anything else to worry about right now, because yeah, they could double into maybe Ogerpon with like Extreme Speed and Thunderclap. I don't think that's going to be the case though. No Extreme Speed. Nope, no Thunderclap. Stomping Tantrum right into Raging Bolt. That was almost a one-hit. Judgment. Takes down the Ogerpon. So... Thunderbolt. Okay. Knocks you down to 1 HP because of Sash. Oh, that's leftovers. Gotcha. Bring out Zama. Okay, let's go and protect. You know what? Let's taunt the Arceus, and I will Body Press into Raging Bolt. Here comes Terra. Probably gonna go to Arceus. Does, and it is Berry. Okay. Interesting. Taunt. No protect for you. Clap. Okay. Okay, which means that Body Press is now not going to do as much damage. Actually, if they would have just stayed a Ghost type, they would have taken none. So that's interesting. Ah, Dazzling Gleam. Thunderclap doing that much damage right off the bat. I don't think that was a crit. It's insane. Now Calyrex coming back. It's now Calyrex and Zama versus Zama and Arceus. Let's go ahead and that. I'm just going to Behemoth Bash the Arceus. Calyrex is asleep. Okay. So the other Zama can only realistically attack into me, which is my Zama. It's not going to be able to do a whole lot. I mean, Body Press is a thing, right? Not Body Press. I mean, Heavy Slam is still a thing, right? Body Press. Okay, into Zama. It's just these two, and I'm asleep. Okay, there we go. Heavy Slam. Okay, so Tailwind's gone, but it doesn't really matter because I can just do this. So I think I win this unless they get a crit. Fuck. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I was thinking about doing Nasty Plot and just risking it all, but I don't think that's gonna... Yeah, we'll do this. It's the only thing I can do. Ah, not enough. Not enough. That was a good game. That was an excellent game. If I would have went Nasty Plot into that, maybe it would have been a little bit different, but nope. Taking down the Arceus though was the better play, and I thought Psychic would do just a little bit more damage. Honestly, I thought it would, but it didn't. That's okay though. All right, we have Miraidon, Zamazenta, Iron Bundle, Urshifu, Incineroar, and Grimmsnarl. So two special attackers, 4 physical attackers. This one is going to be a little bit more in line for us and what we're expecting to deal with. However, question becomes, don't I just walk in with Calyrex and just like obliterate everything, or do I walk in with Regieleki? I don't think Regieleki is going to do a whole lot, to be honest. Like, Miraidon resists it. I don't know about Zama. Iron Bundle's not. Urshifu may not. I can't stop Fake Out. Let's give it a shot. We'll Volt Switch into a different target, maybe like Zama, just so that we get the defense boost. That sounds a little bit more healthier for us, maybe. Instead of doing an Electro Web, because I don't really have to worry about outspeeding anyone in particular, but it doesn't hurt to have Tailwind up for my team. But if I don't feel like doing Electro Web, Volt Switch and Thunderbolt work just fine. Okay. Speed was heightened for the Quark Drive. Let's do Tailwind because I need to go fast. And could do this, and then Electro Web. But I can't tear it. Bundle's got Sash. He's 100% has. I have to do this. I'm going to do Electro Web, which is going to do a little bit of damage to Miraidon, but it's going to do a lot of damage to Iron Bundle. I'm going to do that, so I outspeed generally. Electro Web. There's the Sash. Most importantly, I lower down the speeds, because I don't know what Miraidon has, and I definitely don't... I guessed what Iron Bundle had. Icy Wind, so they thought the same thing. Regieleki dodges it. Boss. Okay. Drift. We'll go ahead and bring out Calyrex now. Astral Barrage. Let's swap to Zama. I need to get the move off. It's probably not a good idea, but I need to get the move off. He's not going to be able to attack faster. No, he will attack faster. That's actually worse. Now that I think about it, if my Regieleki attacks faster than Calyrex, he's not getting any of the boosts. So yeah, Astral Barrage would have went straight into Miraidon, which then would have been a single target move, but that's not a guarantee that that's what would have happened. Okay. Grimmsnarl comes out. Terra, this is gonna go to Miraidon. This will probably make it Fairy, if not Electric. Electric it is. Which may or may not affect Spooky status? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Astral Barrage. That was not very effective against Miraidon. You Astral Barraged? Not wow. Salt vested? Yeah, are you Astral Barraged? Yes. Yes. Yes, he is. Okay. I guess we'll just go with the Thunderbolt now. We'll just go straight into you. Have Tailwind for 2 more turns. I'll body press into the Miraidon. I think Bakeout's gonna come out though. Thunderwave instead. Alright. Let's go lower down the speed. Okay. Thunderbolt. Super effective, or it's not super effective, but it does do a lot of damage, and it's gonna boost because of the ground too, which is great. And body press still goes before Miraidon. Wow! Doesn't get still? Bro, Chacho, what are you eating? Can I have some of that? Owie. I want whatever you're having, because that was insane. Cinera's next. So now, what's it gonna be? Because I'm gonna double into Miraidon. I'm assuming that it's spec'd, it hasn't used anything else. Does hit incredibly hard. I don't think that Regieleki's gonna be able to do it. It is half damage, but isn't it enough? Oh, you might have screwed yourself. Oh, you absolutely did. Now it's just Incineroar versus Regieleki and Zama. I think you would have done better doing Zama, to be honest. Wait, he has still one more? Oh, right, Iron Bundle. Oh, right, Iron Bundle. I forgot. gonna hit you. You know what? I'm just gonna click wide card. Iron Bundle outspeeds me. I think I have one more turn of the field. One more turn of the field. Have not used my Terra yet. Then I couldn't move because it's paralyzed. Dang it. Hydro Pump. Misses. Let's go. The Bolt. Oh. Oh, just shy. Just shy. Why, thank you. You knocked off his specs. And Quark Drives now. Remember when I said... Remember when I said the thing? This is exactly why he has it. The one-off situation you knock off choice specs. Yep. Oh no! That would have been a loss for me if you didn't do that. I've completely forgot they had Iron Bundle in the back to the knockoff. I don't know if that was just like random damage calc or if I just originally just outspeed that or whatever, but as soon as you knock that off, like that's the exact reason why I have Protect. Because if I didn't have anything else, right, I could have protected for that turn and just kind of delayed the inevitable, but that would have been the outcome because Zama would have went down that turn if the electric train was still up, and then I would have protected the following turn to get it down so that I could actually one-shot both of them on that side of the field. Didn't have to worry about it. So that's exactly why knockoff is huge against Pokemon that have a scarf item, or at least a choice item, because then I have access to everything. The one-off situation that would work, and it does. Wow. Okay, we have Sylveon, Chimpao, Iron Leaves, Incineroar. Okay, it's Glimora and Ursaluna. This looks like a Regulation F team, and it's strong, obviously. It's a strong Regulation F team. Ursaluna is going to be the problem for sure. I think walking in with Tornadus and Calyrex first, and then Urshifu and Zama after that. I kind of want to go in with Ogerpon, but I don't think that's the better choice. I have more options if I decide to go with Urshifu, as Chimpao is on that side of the field, which can or cannot KO Calyrex. Since we are Terra Dark, we are less likely to go down by that target now, and we're still able to do quite a bit of damage to other Pokemon as well. So it's Incineroar and Iron Leaves. So this is actually gonna hurt nobody. Okay, never mind. I was like, but nope. It's actually pretty good. Iron Leaves, I don't know what they particularly do. I don't know the typing either, so this is gonna be really, really interesting. But I wouldn't be surprised if they already have like a build done to just kind of withstand Calyrex's. Okay, it's Grass Psychic, and this is Fire Dark. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and taunt. Actually, Fake Out's gonna come out. It's actually gonna hit Tornadus. I'm not Ghost, I'm gonna Protect here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and Astral Barrage, because I didn't see an item pop off for Iron Leaves. So no booster energy. I don't know what the speed tier is, but it's not gonna be faster than Calyrex. So I will automatically go off on the offensive and just do as much damage as I possibly can. It is super effective against that slot. But no Fake Out, it's sashed. So nothing in particular, but replay. Okay, that's okay. So they doubled into Calyrex. But you know what? I'm okay with. I'm absolutely okay with. You want to know why? Because that was an inevitable outcome. That was the inevitable outcome. Okay, bring out Urshifu. And I'm gonna go ahead. They don't have anyone that... And they do have one. Let's do this. And I want to do... You know what? I'm going to protect. Because Iron Leaves may outspeed Urshifu, and yeah, I could take a turn to Tailwind, but they have to use 2 attacks on Tornadus to take it down, which I don't think is going to be very likely. I think Knockoff is going to come up and maybe hit Tornadus, but I think the obvious target is maybe Urshifu. Start. Okay, well, I don't have to worry about it. Iron Leaves goes down. Dope. I didn't think it was going to be able to outspeed Tornadus, to be honest, but it's not a bad outcome. Surge's Berry activates on the Incineroar, Parting Shot on the Protect of Urshifu. They wanted to do a double switch. So this was probably going to be like Chien-Pao, maybe Ursaluna, or Chien-Pao and maybe Sylveon. I don't think Ursaluna's in here. Okay, Sylveon. Hello, Sylveon. Welcome to the party. Let's go ahead. I think I outspeed everybody. In the event that I don't, I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna Terra and go straight into Incineroar to get the KO. Now this could be a good guess on their part to terrestrialize Incineroar to be a grass type. That would be like an optimal conclusion. They did not Terra, so I'm just gonna do this. That way Hyper Voice isn't like super affect me right off the bat. And I'm just gonna go ahead and remove Incineroar off the field. 1, 2. Okay. There's a Hyper Voice. This is probably Throat Spray. It's not Throat Spray. So you're just you might be Spect. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Sucker Punch could come out here now. But is it gonna KO Urshifu? I don't know. It might, and if it is, I'd rather be on the safe side. And you know what? I'm gonna protect. I'm gonna protect. If it is Spect, they're gonna Hyper Voice anyway, and I'd rather do this. Oh, but it failed because you went after Urshifu. Liquid Storm hits both. Hyper Voice. Okay, Tornadus goes down, which is totally fine. Absolutely fine. I think Sylveon is locked into specs. So Hyper Voice is its only move that it's ever going to be able to do. I'm gonna take down Sylveon. And I'm gonna taunt Chien-Pao. Here comes Terra. Probably Chien-Pao. Nope, Sylveon. Okay. Ground. Okay. Interesting. Why ground? Sucker Punch fails. With Bash. Okay. Sylveon goes down. I don't have to worry about a Terra target now. No, there's a Terra down, but they also have a Pokemon that now can't protect. Which one you want to deal with? The game's over. I'm actually gonna see if it would have gotten the KO. Okay. I was gonna say, like, I'm gonna see if you actually would have gotten the KO with Sucker Punch, because like that would have been like great for them, honestly. And I'm glad that I have 2 moves. I just ignore that kind of stuff. So that's dope. It was a good chance for them too. They had to get rid of Urshifu, otherwise it's gonna be harder. But yeah, I was able to play around it. All right, we have Fluttermane, Tornadus, Indeedee, Miraidon, Incineroar, and Calyrex Shadow Rider. Wow, what a lineup. Oh, Jesus. Okay. How do we unpack all of this? Honestly, I think walking in with Regieleki is going to be like the better option here. Like, yeah, I don't get fake out support, but it's not a bad option. Honestly, not a bad option. I can't walk in with Urshifu, although it would do well against Calyrex. Indeedee is going to be that follow me nonsense. Follow me nonsense. Okay, so we're going to do this. Yep, we're going to walk in with our core 4. The core 4 being Ogerpon, Fire, Calyrex, Zama, and Tornadus. We're going to need to be able to outspeed as much as we possibly can. It's going to be a little hard just on Fluttermane's like perspective, just because of the fact that it's not going to be very easy. Indeedee, Calyrex. Okay. Set the Tailwind, and I'm gonna go ahead and just go right off the bat for Indeedee. I think it's gonna follow me anyway, but I think this is an Expanding Force build for Calyrex. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they did go that route. Both my Pokemon can survive. No, they can survive Astral Barrage fully invested even with Life Orb with no problem. If this is Expanding Force, that's another damage calc I have not done. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. I know I want to outspeed, and I want to be the one that first attacking. Terra. Yep, there's the follow me. Okay, this is most likely the Expanding Force. Tailwind. I want to go fast. High Cudgel. Okay, and we set up our side for a future turn. Nasty Plot. Okay. Okay. I cannot. You know what? You know what? Since he brought out Incineroar, fine. I'm okay with this outcome. You want to know why? Let's do this. I don't have to worry about who's going to get hit with Fake Out. I don't have to worry about it. We'll just double protect. Calyrex also protects. And Fake Out. Oh, Parting Shot. That's probably Ogerpon. Not bad. Not a bad outcome. Okay. Bleak Wind Storm, and I'll just go ahead and just hit into Calyrex. Can't do the double. It fails. The Storm hits both. There goes Sash if that's the item. And we'll drop the speed. Down goes Calyrex. So now use Parting Shot. Bring me out Miraidon. Ogerpon's being swapped out next turn. I can't do anything about that. It needs to go. Out comes Miraidon. Yep. So my next Pokemon is actually going to be like a super sacrifice, and I don't really like that, but it's the only thing I can do. Okay, Ensign comes back out. Yeah, Ogerpon gets like a few debuffs, but it's more Tornadus I'm worried about. And we're going to protect on Tornadus and swap out to Zama. Okay. You still have your Terra. My Terra is gone, but Tornadus is protected. He still could take a hit because he has not received any damage, so Sash is still active. Take out. Okay. Electro Drift goes into Tornadus. Okay, Tailwind's gone. Just reapplied that and goes straight into Incineroar, which we'll get the KO for. They don't have anyone to swap out, so right now it's just isolating Miraidon. That's who we want. Body press. Down goes Ensign. Rift. Okay, Zama takes a ton of damage. It's Life Orb. Gotcha. Okay. Let's taunt. And body press. No protect for you. Since you're Life Orb, you're gonna just deal as much damage to yourself as you possibly can. Rift. Zama goes down. Okay. We're not going to even show Calyrex. We don't need to. Out comes Ogerpon. Miraidon's dead in the water. Can't protect, can't really do anything. I'm going to protect here and just stomping. Pop. Down goes Miraidon. I might not be able to use my favorite runic Pokemon, and that is Chien-Pao, but Ogerpon and has so many answers. Has so many answers if you will let it. If you let her go at it, it's so fun. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, we have Magearna, Urshifu, Annihilate, Smeargle, Calyrex, and Indy. All right, so first, we're officially in Ultra Ball. We got it. And we have a couple of things that we have to answer in this one. I generally outspeed with Regieleki, and I don't think I really need to have anyone else on the team to be able to do anything more. So I think I bring in Regieleki and Ogerpon. Yes, Regieleki and Ogerpon. And then I bring in Calyrex and Zama. I don't really think I have to worry about Trick Room in this setup. I think I'm going to knock down Indy pretty far. And I'm also going to do a lot of damage to Annihilate if it does show its ugly head. This is definitely probably going to be one of the runs where I will use Magearna and Smeargle. I might have botched this. We'll find out here pretty quickly. Okay. Let's just do Electro Web. And I'm gonna Terra and hit the Magearna. I think I'll get the KO here. I'm not 100% sure. Why I think I botched this is because of Magearna activating Trick Room, which is a good representation of what could or couldn't happen. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's a possibility, but you have to really do on Regieleki for you not to get hit with both. Oh, okay. Okay, so no redirection either. So maybe Smeargle has Trick Room? Because McGarren is now gone. Possible Spore, but... Decorate? Bro, Chacho! You need to activate Trick Room first. Up special defense, down special attack. Calyrex. Okay, so what Terra are you gonna have? I'm just gonna go Horn Leech on that Pokemon and hope for the best. Okay. I was gonna say, like, you could potentially win, but I don't know how. I mean, you're gonna do a ton of damage either way, but you are definitely one step behind of what you possibly could do. Having turn 1 Decorate might have been like a good option, but I think Alchemy is probably a little bit better, especially when you're using Smeargle with possible Sash. You don't really want anyone hitting your Trick Room user. It should have been done after the fact, and then you would have been able to pull it off. Especially if you used Fake Out. And if you did Fake Out on Ogerpon, that was like the best one that you can do. Because then I was going to physically hit you, or you could have went Follow Me into Smeargle. In which, that's why I did Electro Web instead of like Thunderbolt, just because if you didn't follow me, I would redirect it. I needed to do a spread move, so you can't redirect it. And then after the fact, whatever you're trying to do with Smeargle, I think you gotta botched it, to be honest. Follow me or Fake Out would have been best turn 1. Maybe Wide Guard, I don't know. But you weren't stopping me from doing what I was trying to do. You might have gotten a little bit better results if you did Wide Guard, maybe, because then I wouldn't have hit and you would have kept Sash up. But I don't know, so many things are up in the air in that match. Okay, we have Landorus, Chien Pao, Hitmonlee, Ho-Oh, Miraidon, and Urshifu. What is Hitmonlee doing here? That's an interesting question. What are you doing here? That's... What's up? Pussycat? Whoa. I don't know. We do have a couple of options here, though. I don't think Ogerpon's a really good option. We'll do Tornadus. I want to do Urshifu turn 1, but I might be wrong. I'm really leaning into that, actually. Yeah, let's lean into that. Calyrex and Zamet. That way, if I need to pivot, I can pivot. Regieleki, it could have maybe been the Pokemon I could have used to pivot. Like, come out, Volt Switch into like a brand new Pokemon, like some Miraidons do. The thing is, how do I come back from that? Is the question. Because if it's Landorus, I literally can't do anything to it. If it's Miraidon, I do very little to it. Everyone else is like fair game. I don't know how it all turns out. Hitmonlee and Miraidon, I think, did the Hitmonlee come out of a Master Ball? How about what? Okay, Electric Seed. So it gets a defense boost. It's just a regular Hitmonlee that's Vibrant. Interesting. Let's go ahead and Breaking Swipe. And what is he doing? I'm gonna Protect on Urshifu. Just to be on the safe side. I'm not gonna activate Tailwind. Tailwind can come in next turn. Fake Out. Okay. Not bad. He is a good... I forgot he was a Fake Out person. Let's switch. Okay. I survived due to Focus Sash. Focus Sash. Are you Are you ho-ohing out here? Is it Urshifu? Urshifu could also be like a really good Pokemon too. You kind of have to pick wisely because you don't know what I did. You have no idea what I did. Absolutely none. Will Hitmonlee get one-shotted if I Bleak Wind Stormed it in the face? Can't read that. Also, everyone's got a Master Ball? What? Missed someone. Hitmonlee. Of course they did. Of course they did. I'm gonna Tailwind. And I'm just gonna go straight into Ho-Oh. Which may swap into Miraidon. But I want to be able to outspeed. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Okay, that's fine. Tailwind, because I need to go fast. Surging Strikes. 1. 2. 3. Alright, Hitmonlee, what are you gonna do? Low kick. Okay. I'm okay with that outcome. We'll bring out Calyrex now. Do Astral Barrage. And I will kick Hitmonlee in the face with Surging Strikes. I don't know if Hitmonlee has access to Wild Guard. He might. He absolutely might. But it's the best option that I had. Terra. Probably Hitmonlee. It is. Steel. Okay. What does that resist? It does have White Guard. Okay. Astral Barrage protects both Pokemon. Which is totally fine, which is why I went after Hitmonlee right after this. 1. 2. Maybe protecting probably would have a little bit better. That way I only lose 1 Pokemon. I still only lose 1. I'm okay with this then. I'm absolutely okay with this. They lost their Terra type. And 1 Pokemon to now bring out 2. Uh-oh. Okay. Are they down to their last 2 as well? Chien Pao. Okay. So they have 3 to my 2. It's Terra. Astral Barrage. And I'm going to Body Press Chien Pao. Because I believe Sucker Punch is going to come out. It's just depending on... It just depends on who they attack into first. I do believe I have a way to come back from this being a 3-2 deficit. I just have to plan this safely and accordingly. Let's go Dark so I don't get hit really hard by Sucker Punch. Protect. That's okay. I don't think I'll lose Zama if, depending on what Ho-Oh does. I don't think I'll lose Calyrex either. It is super bulky. Yeah, they do Tailwind, so now they outspeed. Why? Oh, I still have Tailwind, so... have to make this turn count. Does affect it. Punch does. Yeah, we'll do the spread. That's a barrage. That's a crash. Press. Fire. Ah. Oh, that was a crit. Okay, I actually don't know what the damage usually is for that interaction, so that's really, really interesting. Okay. So here's the $1 million question. Can I protect for 2 turns? Let's give it a shot. Why not? This could be the win. Well, I mean, probably not. I don't think I've done very little against Miraidon. I've done enough against Ho-Oh, but I don't think I've done enough against Miraidon to get the KO. It's a possibility. Go ahead, give me the double. Please give me the double. Give me the double. Please give me the double. Dang it. It's like, we're gonna risk it all, boys. Let's go. Not bad, honestly. Not bad. This was a really good match. How could I have done that differently? Probably taunted or taken down the Hitmonlee turn earlier. That's one of the things. I did not know that I had wide guard, so maybe taking that into consideration to maybe protect the Calyrex, maybe use Nasty Plot, but honestly, I don't think that would have made a huge difference, to be honest. As soon as I took it down, it was, you know, yay for me, but I lost Urshifu right after that, and it was still a 3-2. And even after I took down one of their Pokemon, it was not impossible for me to come back, but it was not probable. It would have been really, really hard to complete the lines after that to maybe come back. If I would have gotten the double protect, I might have had a small chance of KOing both Pokemon just then, but probably not. Probably not. I think I think the damage was still too much in their favor, to be honest, but we'll never know. But that was a very interesting fight nonetheless. And that, ladies and gents of Pokemon Select, is going to be the end of today's video. We are currently halfway through Ultra Ball, which is honestly where we should be. Grinding through Ultra Ball has always been a really fun experience for me. Kind of shows me what everyone is playing, what they're trying to go with in particular team builds, and just in general, seeing how different ideas come together. At the end though, we do end at a 6-6 ratio, so 12 battles in, 6 wins and 6 losses. Actually kind of excited for that. We walked in with like a really bad deficit. I think it was 2-4, and we tightened it out. I think it was 4-2, I think, which is not bad at all. Regieleki did prove a lot during this particular video. Whether or not that it did well is going to be up to you. To me and my purposes, it served its purpose, absolutely. I still want to know if the potential for KO with Incineroar with knockoff into my Regieleki is actually a KO, or if that was just damage calcs. I have no idea, and I would love to see that on hand. I also saw the one in a lifetime opportunity where knockoff did take off my choice specs, and then it's just like, okay, yeah, now you have to try to outspeed a lot of like the fastest Pokemon in the game with no electric terrain, and with me having protect on the kit in the event that something like that would happen. Again, once in a lifetime, it actually did work, and if I was supposed to protect that turn, you guys would have saw it after that. So yeah, so many cool things. Does Regieleki have a place on our team? Probably not. To be honest with you guys, I don't think he really has a huge point, or at least a place in our team as of right now. It doesn't mean that he's weak. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, he's weaker than what I'm used to. Kind of reminds me of Terapagos. Does he have a place? Yes. The way that I'm using him and wanted to use him, probably not. There's ways to use that Pokemon. I think he needs to be built a little bit more. I think his ability is a lot to be desired. I think if you walked in with Miraidon and then Regieleki, I think he would have done like a considerably more amount of damage, because I think that's where a lot of my damage came from, is the fact that I was on electric terrain with specs, with transistor, using an electric type move, which is what chunked a lot of people's health. Not a lot of people expect that from Regieleki, and I wasn't one of them. So I think you have to add on a lot of things on top of what he can or cannot do, just to actually make it so he's useful in fights that you may or may not be expecting him to have. I think extreme speed is also another good tech that you can have with Regieleki, not with my particular build, but just like Arceus, having someone with extreme speed just to do that little bit of dot damage, like, oh, you got 1 health, boom, extreme speed, knocks down that iron bundle. I don't have to worry about that Pokemon ever again. What am I going to do with the side Pokemon? Well, I don't need to worry about that, because boom, you know, extreme speed. But you know, what do you want to take out of my kit? Not 100% sure. Just because of what we saw today, I'm less likely to make any major changes to Regieleki, but at the same time, I don't think he's got a really good place on our team. We did give him a shot, and for a while, he did incredibly well, but I think he does not have the potential of doing as much damage as I would like, with me being super hyper offensive. Plus, and again, it's something I mentioned in the beginning, there's too many Pokemon that really resist his capabilities. You have Miraidon, you have Ursaluna, you have Rillaboom. All 3 of these Pokemon are everywhere. And I think you have other types. I think I don't know everything that resists electric type Pokemon except for those 3. And obviously Ursaluna is immune to it. You bring in a ground type Pokemon and Regieleki does nothing, literally nothing. So it's like, oh yeah, I have a counter for flying, that's good. You know what you can also bring in that's a counter to flying? Just a rock type Pokemon. And if you bring in a rock type Pokemon that knows like Rock Slide or Stone Edge or anything like that, you have potential of just KOing not only flying type Pokemon, but fire type Pokemon who get wrecked by rock type moves. So it's just kind of like, which poison do you want to deal with? Like, even with me having Raging Bolt, the same question would come up, and I believe I asked this question while having him on the team. It's like, how do I answer the question to types that I don't have an answer to? With Ogerpon, I have an answer to a wide variety of different Pokemon. With Urshifu, I have answers to those. But now it just becomes, how do I cover the rest? I don't really have anything for dragons. Hardly have anything for fighting. Like, I have 1 Pokemon that has Psychic type move, and that's it. Poison's the same. And I keep forgetting Poison's weak against Psychic, but that's neither here or there. I don't think Regieleki has a place on our team, so when we come back, we might have a new person on the team. We're going to look at it, see what we can come up with, but as of right now, I don't think he fits the bill. So we'll revisit this topic again later on with Regieleki, but we're good for now. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. If you made it to this part, shout outs to you. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, though, please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again then. Peace.